All right, we're back for another week of whose questions can we not answer? And then they can get angry in the comments and talk crap. But if you do have questions, get them in the chat box wherever it appears on your device. We do have a poll going this week, again, like we usually do, which is, are you excited about the new clue bindings? Yes, no, I don't have a clue. Those things suck. Those things suck is winning right now.
Yeah, it checks out.
It does. Those things do suck. They're fucking awful. Don't ever listen to someone that got a free trip to Germany to telling you that how great their product is. They'd sell you out for a Snickers bar. You know. Also, for anyone that's looking for stickers, we do have the QR code up in the top there. I think you can click it and there's stuff. So there is that. So yeah, let's see. Okay. All right, we'll start with this one from Eva Han. Hi, Team Angry. The end of the season sales are here in Australia. I just picked up a new old stock 2020 K2 Cool Bean 150 in the board bag for Japan this season. Mercury or Vice, which will work better? I'm going Mercury.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, I just go with that.
Sick board though. I still got mine behind me.
Hey, mine's in the other room, but yeah. Okay.
I didn't know they made that board until 2020. I thought that ended earlier.
No. I think it went till 2021.
Okay.
What year did you start working for me? 22?
22? 23.
23.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think it went through 21. So
okay.
All right, we got Alpine, Ibex. Thoughts on the Icon Base Pass unlimited days at A Basin till December 19th. It's going to break up the crowds at Copper because it's an Olympic year, so there's going to be a bunch of contests going on around Summit County. So it's a great way for people that are like, fuck this. They can go up to the basin and just keep it low key. So I'm stoked.
Well,
and those days don't affect the 5 days on the base pass. So you still theoretically, like if they opened next week and you rode every day that they were open, you could clock like 30 something, 40 days on that and then still have 5 days for the spring.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, like with all those contests going down at Copper, like apart from it just being extra packed with people, they're not going to be blowing as much snow on runs. Then they're going to need all that snow when it comes to building the half pipe, building the jump, all that shit.
Yep.
And they're going to kind of fall behind unless we get a giant snow year like in the beginning. But like, I think it's going to really limit how much they can open. So, I mean, I think it's great that they're doing that. I didn't know about that. I was like, I thought it was just unlimited, the whole thing. So honestly, it's great, especially because when it is peak season, we're not going to be as busy there as like it could be if it was just unlimited for the base pass. So I'm down for it. Like, especially late season when me and you have to finish it up, we're not going to be bombarded with a million people at the resort that are trying to get those last laps in. So I'm all down for it.
Yeah. Okay. We'll take this one from JP. Sup, boys? Can you compare the Yes Greats Extreme and the Capita Super DOA to somebody who's never rode either? Where do they overlap and where do they differ aside from the ASIM shape? Well, they're really close in how they ride. The difference is going to be in the tip flex more than anything. That's where I found it. The difference in there was the tip flex and whatnot. So I think it's easier to press the nose and tail of the Super DOA and you get a little more rigidity out of the Greats Extreme. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I think you're pretty spot on with that. I haven't ridden the Greats Extreme, but like with the Super DOA, I mean, softer nose and tail for sure. It's got a pretty thin profile nose and tail, so that definitely hinders it a little bit. I would say just based on the regular Greats to the Super DOA, I think the regular Greats has really good pop to it. So I'm assuming with the lighter board, a little bit better materials in there, it's going to have a little bit better of pop as well. So just keep that in mind. And I don't know, maybe you can answer this. Is the Greats Extreme a little bit more damp than the Super DOA?
I mean, just the Yes boards in general are compared to that. It's just the way that they're made.
Yeah.
And then the other thing is the camber profiles are different. It's just the amount of camber that you actually have before you hit that rocker in
Mhm.
there. So it's gonna, when you load it, it's gonna flex those tips up different between the two. The Yes Greats Extreme will flex up more than the Super DOA.
Yeah. Yeah, because that it pretty much wants to flex where that 3D in the top sheet is, and then it creates a flat base after that. So when you're pressing on stuff, that Super DOA has a bigger platform to play on and not load it up like on the Greats Extreme.
Yeah, and
Mhm.
that's kind of it. The other thing is I think the edge hold is more aggressive on the greats. You do have added contact points in there, so underfoot, so you do get a little more grip. Like I'm literally looking at the Yes Greats Extreme right now, and I can like you can see where even with that ASIM, you can see where it comes in and how it grips different and stuff. So you will have better edge hold on firmer snow with that greats over the Super DOA.
Totally. Yeah, if it's an icy day, I'd go Greats Extreme. If it's a soft, slushy day, I'm going Super DOA.
If I was going straight park, I'd go Super DOA. If I'm
Yep.
going all mountain, then it's Greats Extreme. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Daniel Newman. Hi, looking for a recommendation for an approachable resort cruising pow board for Japan. Low angle, low speed, riding for a progressing intermediate, currently on a Nidecker score, size 9, 32 team twos, 180 pounds. Jones Mind Expander.
Yeah.
Like right there.
Right there. That's
Right
perfect.
there. Maybe a Rosinal Slashimi, a Solomon six stick.
hmm
What else you got? Anything in there sticking out to you?
Um, a Ride Psycho Candy as well. For you, for being 180 pounds, I would probably recommend going with the 52. I think is
54.
50. No, that one's too big. I want,
Then it's a 150.
and it's a 50 because that still has the men's core in it. But I would go like the 150 on it. That way, with that low angle stuff, you're not going to be working too hard. That or like an Almanac or an Excavator, even a K2 Sky Pilot, since they all kind of share the same realm over there. I'd probably actually go Sky Pilot over Excavator just because you're not going to work quite as hard for that.
Get the
Um,
almanac.
yeah,
It's gonna be a little easier.
then the Sky Pilot.
Yeah, it's a little more approachable for an intermediate rider.
Okay.
You might like the new service dog from Rome, or even a Ravine from Rome.
Yep. Yeah, Rome Ravine was definitely on the list. Or even if you wanted to keep it kind of like that directional twin, you could also go like a Yes all in as well. And that board's super easy to ride, almost like a wide score, almost like with how it rides. So that one's pretty good, especially for low angle. I had a blast.
Uh, all right. And we got MJV14. Current boards for POW are a Yes, pick your line on ink and a Capita Kazu. What should I look at for a dedicated POW deck? 225 pounds, size 10 boots in the Pacific Northwest Cascades, which is that Cascade concrete. Nothing. Ride what you got. You're good. Save your money, buy more lift tickets, shred more POW.
Yeah,
Get a Snoqualmie night pass. I don't know.
I would say just use that pick your line on ink. Like
Yeah,
I
or the
originally
Kazu. Either or
or
are
the
gonna be
Kazu.
great. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just thinking something like those are totally fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Take this one from Tibby TT. Movie premieres starting to drop. Which are you most hyped for? Just watched the teaser for Evicted from Pay the Rent. I'm down.
Yeah.
It's grimy.
I
It's
saw
great. It's grimy.
I saw the teaser for the Nitro movie, and that one looked pretty damn good. I like that. The Rome movie as well. That one's got some hype for sure. And after
Yeah,
hearing,
that's out next week, I think.
I think so.
I think that's it. That one looked good. I'm curious about Losers 4 from Yes.
Yeah, I would be interested. I mean, the S movie last year was good,
Yeah.
so I'm. I mean, hopefully it'll be good again. But is Beyond Metal's doing a movie this year?
Yes, they are.
Sick. So their movie for sure. I love their movies.
Yep. Chances are that might play at Locals Day.
Sick.
And Locals Day is going to be down at the distillery this year, not at the Riverwalk Center.
Hey, I heard the Riverwalk's not going to be open then.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, but the distillery said they'd take them back, so or wants them back. So I was like, sweet. I liked it better when it was at the distillery. I won more shit there.
I was going to say, I don't think it needs to be as big. That's a huge ass venue for, I mean, there's a lot of people that go, but it's like, it's too big, too much going on.
Yeah. Also, they don't need it to run till midnight.
No, I was by the time last year. I think it was it Nine Decker movie last year? Or was that 2 years ago when they did Left Right?
That was last year.
Yeah. By the time that movie ended, I was like, I'm ready to go, and they're like, we got two more. I'm like, fuck. Like, I already saw Colorado Soiree, best movie, and then it was Left Right was like number 2 for me, where it was like that was a cool movie just about turning. And I was like, that's a
No, they
sick.
showed the Yes movie, and I was like, I've seen this. I can go home. And I
Yeah.
just like, I looked around and I just totally ghosted out the back door. And
Yep.
I was like walking out the back of the Riverwalk, and like 7 people said, "Where are you going?" Home.
Yep.
Tired. Went and got a euro and went home. It was great. Ugh. I like this one from Zeech. Imagine riding a Burton Custom in 2025. Gross.
I saw a dude on Instagram do a breakdown of he has like every model from when it started. And I'm just looking at all of them. And as he talks about them, he goes, yeah. And then once you get to like 2010, they just kind of blunted the nose on everything. And it's like, that's what's changed on it. Like,
Mhm.
that's it. In the 25 years, it's been, or 30 years, whatever it is that now.
It's
Like,
not the board. It's not the board that it used to be, and it
no,
doesn't represent it. And it's so all over the place. Like it was. I was watching Todd Coleman going through all that, and it was fun to see the ones that I owned. And I was like, oh yeah, I remember that. I was like, Jesus Christ, I owned that 26 years ago, 25 years ago. I was like, fuck,
I think it's
you
the
know?
same video then, the one in his yard.
Yeah,
Yeah. And he had the, I don't even remember what they called it, but I always called it just the neon board. And I remember that being like the coolest board at the time when I first started. And I was like, yeah, that thing was sick looking.
I had the one with the 70s graphics.
That's cool.
Yeah, I had a 152 custom that was given to me, and rode that thing into the ground. Literally. I first board I ever really super core shotted. I tried to do a rock to fakie. So at Holiday Valley they had these, they're like dog houses, and they put the shame sleds in them at the top of the
Mhm.
resort or at the top of the run. So, when they get off, they can just grab them if they need to go
Yeah.
down and get you. So there was one on a cat track, and it was right on the side, and someone had built a lip up to it. It's shingle. It's shingle. I went up and rocked a fakie that thing and just like ripped a section of the base out like this and was like, well, that sucks. I had to go into the tune shop and plead with the guys to fix it.
Never
So
came the same.
no, it was fine. I rode that board for another season like that. That I'm pretty sure that weld job is still in there. My friend Darren has that board still.
Really?
Yeah. It's funny. A lot of my old boards my friends have, and they still like have them. Like when I was in New York, I ran into my old shop kid, Maddie. He stopped by my mom's house, and I know that he's got a few of the boards that I either sold him or gave to him that are just like screwed into the ceiling of his garage, just right into it. He's got my Santa Cruz Panther ply, and I think he's got something else that I either sold him or something. I don't know. It's just yeah, but uh yeah, I don't know. It was pretty funny just to see that, but imagine riding a custom. I don't want to imagine riding any of their shit. I was in a shop the other day, and they had the new step-on boots. So
Mhm.
I grabbed the lower price one, which is only like 550 or something. They're like, this is supposed to be stiff, and I just was like, and I was like, the fuck it is. That thing's a goddamn crock.
Yeah.
And like they had the DC boots, which the DC boots, DC as a company is questionable right now because they're being licensed out. And it was like their entry level boot, and I was like, this is stiffer than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're I don't know why they can't do it. Like the ion isn't even that stiff anymore. Like the ion
All their
is
shit just keeps getting it's weird. Like some of their boards get stiffer and stiffer, and their boots get softer, and like they have no rhyme or reason to how they do anything. I fucking hate that company. Just fucking hate it. I don't care. I just literally have stopped fucking caring. Ugh. I do love taking my dog for a walk down Main Street and going past the Burton store every day. Hasn't had a window display in 6 months. Like you're a Burton store. Like I know when your shit got delivered. I saw it getting delivered because they were dropping it off the back of the truck. The guys unloading it were pissed off and they were just dropping it into the street. I was like, wonder how many edges are dented in there. But like
yeah.
you would think that you would have a window display set up, you know? Nope.
Are they open?
Yeah.
No.
They're doing e-bike rentals.
I didn't know Burton made bikes.
They don't because it's owned by Vail. So
Oh, okay.
but that store is just a piece of crap. Although I did discover that evidently they do get Snowboard magazine there, so I can prove my theory that Snowboard mag actually doesn't exist. I'm convinced. I'm convinced that it's just a fucking front. I'm gonna find this out. I'm gonna get a hold of that magazine and figure out what their circulation numbers are.
I mean, when I was in Powder Tools yesterday, they had 3 slush magazines sitting there, no snowboarder mags. So I grabbed 2 slushes that I didn't have
No, it's
yet.
not Snowboarder. Snowboard.
Oh, sorry, snowboard mag.
Snowboarder's owned by Men's Health or whatever, and it's ran by one guy out of Virginia or something. Doesn't know his ass from a hole in the ground. But you know, like fuck. But I'm working on it. I'm working on a bunch of different video essays for you guys right now. It's tough. If you're on Patreon, I did drop like a 34-minute video of me ranting about boots. I don't know who's gonna watch that, but somebody probably will. Fucking 34 minutes of me just talking about various boots and history of it. Ugh. So, all right. Take this super chat from Smash Edie. Knowing that toe drag is a myth, how many centimeters of overhang is optimal? At size 11, I could go either 162 wide or 163 for the Mountain Twin Pro. Hashtags letters for box. We can time out letters. We can put them in the box. I mean, ideally, you want like maybe that much. Like it's not a lot. You really don't want a lot. Like
no,
a little is okay.
You want to know where you can put power to the edge, but like, I'd say inch max, like very max.
Yeah. If it goes past your second knuckle, right? So if it goes past your second knuckle, that's too much. Oh, you can't bend your finger at a 90 like that?
No, how the fuck did you do that? That's wild.
What, like that?
Yeah, I can't do it.
Hey, you never seen this?
You do it that one. Yeah.
That's the joys of being hypermobile. I can dislocate anything. This is also why I think when I was 16, I was typing 188 words a minute with 97% accuracy or something stupid like that. I was like, my teacher, we had like these they were DOS computers. This is so funny. I overpowered the computer. She's like, we have to wait for that to catch up. And I was like, really? It doesn't even go that fast.
Load.
But yeah. So you want it to the second knuckle, just
No.
So. Not the third, definitely not the fourth, and whatever you do, not to the fifth.
Yeah, Smash It. I do have weird knuckles. I've broken almost every finger.
All right. From Hayden Good. So I'm stepping into snowboarding for the first time. I'm 6'4", size 12.5 boots, and have no idea what board to start with. Good thing we just put out our top 5 beginner boards.
Mm-hmm.
They're right there, bud.
But you're gonna be looking at wide options. Just keep that in mind.
You're looking at wide, and I'm assuming you were probably a high-calorie human.
Yeah, you're a big boy. 6'4", 12 and a half. You gotta be. He might be a candidate for a war pig.
Yeah.
Flat to rocker.
Just nice. That
nice
Rome mechanic wide and the biggest size.
Yep. Yep.
You know? All right, let's see. From UNC Grant, what are your thoughts on ground tricking Gratori? Most of those people can't turn.
Yeah.
Unless they're from Korea. The South Koreans, for some reason, fucking, they can, like, I was watching this chick just ripping hard, aggressive carves, and then out of nowhere, she was just like, and I was like, wasn't expecting that, but okay. But they're also a lot of really one-dimensional. What I'd love is all these people that are like, follow me and take my classes, and I will teach you how to do this. And I'm like, why is everything a fucking grift? Like, you don't even snowboard that much. Why is this such a fucking grift? Just if, like, go do it. Like, you gonna
Yeah.
brag that you got 400 days in your parents' garage and like 10 days on snow? Like, I feel like it kind of exists for people that are too scared to go in the park. They're too afraid to fall down. Like, go fail. I fucking eat shit on my snowboard all the time. TC's witnessed it many times.
You've seen me do it too. Like it is what it is. You almost
It
watched
is
me
what it
die
is.
on.
As long as you can get up, you're good.
Yeah, you almost watched me die on the down flat down last year. Clipped it twice.
Yeah. Yeah. You've watched me taco.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's just a part of the game. If you're gonna fall,
You've seen me like hard turn in POW and drill something, and next thing I know, I'm just like
in the trees.
yeah. Ride POW. People should ride POW more.
Yeah, start doing those ground tricks and POW. Then you know you're good.
Well, the other thing is like they're all ride like really weird like C2 or like flying V style camber, you know? So it's got like that dip in the middle and it comes out. So they're using that as they're if you gave them traditional camber, like 7 to 9 mils, they couldn't do it. They couldn't do it.
I would say even
compensating
give them a
for their
retox.
inability with a dip in the camber profile and then super loose torsionally. Like, I'm sorry, but if you can't go at 45 miles an hour, pop a front one into a nose press, hold it, pop it back out, and keep going, I don't care. You can sit around and just like this, like whoop-de-doo, dude. Gymnastics routines, like show me a good powder turn.
I mean, when I had my park pickle, like if I spun off a jump and I didn't just set the edge the second I landed, I was just gonna keep spinning on the ground, and it's like, yeah, did a 1080 and 180 was in the air, and the rest of it I couldn't stop the rotation. So it's fucking easy when you do it that way.
Yeah, no, it's like, I'm sorry, I like edge control.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't. There's some weird shit people are doing, and then it's like, look at me, I'm an expert, and I'm like, are you? Like, because when I see you ride anything but that weird shit on a bunny hill, you know, like, I'm sorry. Here's the thing: go into a mini pipe and do that shit on the lip. Like, go up and do it on the lip. Like, if you could butter around on the lip and bring it back down into that transition and do it on the other wall, I'd be impressed. I'm sorry. Like, if you're doing it like Scotty Stevens, okay, I'd be impressed. But
yeah, but he leaves the ground, and that's the problem, is they really don't.
Yeah.
Like,
it's okay. I can't wait to see this get clipped by like Butter Dojo or his boyfriend Ernie or whatever. You guys hate us. Well, it's like, don't do stupid shit.
people are
Don't
still
get upset because people ask my opinion or our opinions on it. Like, fuck off, nerds.
People are still naming the kid Ernie. I thought Bert and Ernie.
He's an Ernie. I don't know.
Bert and Ernie put an end to that.
Breeding cats, show cats, so I can't trust anything he says. Also lives in Riverside. All right, let's see. Let's find one. Okay, actually, I kind of like this one from Colin Dole. Rate my quiver based on degree of crossover. Rosnell Sushi, Rosnell Sashimi, Endeavor Archetype, Spring Break Powder Racer, Amplidata, and Jones Storm Chaser. Jesus Christ, dude. Do you even have, like, a groomer board?
I mean, I guess
this man knows what he likes.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've got a sushi and a sashimi, you don't need an archetype. or a powder racer.
If you have one of those boards, you probably don't need the rest.
Yeah.
Like, that's the way I see it.
Like, the
Because
only one that stands out is I would keep would be the Amplid Dada.
yeah, I mean, you have the Storm Chaser is pretty much a sushi. Depending on the year, it could be a sashimi, but like they're
And
pretty
the
much the
sashimi and the
same.
archetype overlap each other. Then that powder racer is kind of in between, like that. It's close to an archetype. It's close to a sashimi. Like,
Yeah.
hey, I don't.
You've
Why?
cornered your side of the market, my man.
Like, do you just ride nothing but powder? Because if you do, tell me where you live and what your secrets are.
Yeah, we'll move there.
I want to move. I just want to ride POW. I'm at a point in my life. That's all I want to do. I
I want to
just
be
want to ride POW. I saw a cat for sale the other day, and I was looking at my stock account, and I was like, I could sell on my Amazon, and I could buy this. I just don't have any place to store it. We could have our own private cat.
Is it a 1970s cat?
I think it's like a 71.
Is it like 40 horsepower or less?
No,
Okay. Because there was one.
It's got like 180 horsepower on it, and it seats 8.
Okay. Because there was
diesel.
one.
It's diesel too, I think.
Yeah. I mean, that checks out. But when I first moved to Breckenridge, like 10 years ago at this point, I saw one of the best classified ads for like a 1970s snowcat that fit 4 in the back and 2 in the front. And it was the funniest thing ever. It's like, you just spent your last $20 on grass. Keep looking. This thing is for those backcountry baddies, and it can hold you plus like 5 babes in the back and all of this stuff. And I like looked at my buddies. I was like, I think I need to buy this thing just based off of this description of it. It sounds like a piece of shit that's going to break down on me, but it's great.
I just want to know where you find parts for it.
I mean, with those ones, you might just be able to go to like any old salvage yard and find like an old crane sitting there and be like, oh yeah, I need this track and I need this and that. And you might be
the tracks I'm not worried about. Those are probably like semi-indestructible. I'm talking like if it's an old ass motor, where do you find the parts for it?
I mean, probably just an old diesel. Like you could probably find like a scrapyard full of just old excavators and shit and steal something out of there. Or you just got Jimmy rig it yourself.
Yeah, that's
because it's
I'm out there 3D scanning everything.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you just grab an old hose and be like, that kind of fits, we'll duct tape it and it'll work because it's all mechanical. Not one bit of electronics in that damn thing.
Yeah. No fuel injection either.
Yeah.
All carb. Oh yeah. That's what I do is I just start doing private backcountry tours in my cat. Not riding, just driving around on the track on Vail Pass.
Yeah. Like it can't be that hard. It's an old diesel engine. Like
I wonder how pissed the town of Breckenridge would be if I just rode it down the street.
Depends which street.
Oh, I'm going right down Main. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna park that thing illegally and be like, yeah, tow it. I dare you.
Good luck. You
Go
bring
out
out the
the guy
wrecker.
hooked up to the winch to pull it on the back of the flatbed, and I just drive away pulling the flatbed.
I was gonna say the flatbed actually pulls towards the snowcat because it weighs so much.
Yeah. Be like, oh, what, you gonna put a boot on that? Okay. Let's see how that goes. From Rick Agnew, Weston Snowboard's worth a look or shit. I mean, you can look at them. They're built in a good factory. I just don't care about that brand. They care more about selling tiny homes than they do snowboards.
Those things are built like brick shit houses.
The tiny homes?
Yeah. They're fucking massive. They weigh so much.
So much. They're like 20,000 pounds.
They have the biggest F450 pulling that thing, and it struggles. Yeah, to get to Loveland.
Flat. The one time they drove that up to Loveland, and I was like, how the fuck did you get that up here?
Oh, it was full RPMs when they were driving it through the park. I remember hearing it being like
turbo just whining.
Yeah.
Rolling coal the whole way.
Oh yeah.
That's a brand that I just, with the day it goes out of business, I'm going to be like, not surprised.
I'm surprised they're still around. But then I went up to Bentgate in Boulder and I realized why they're still around.
Yeah. Well, the boards are made at GP87. I mean, they use open molds. Like, they have some, I've ridden their stuff, like some of the older stuff, and I was like, they're built well. Just that company is such a pain in the dick to deal with. It's like,
Yeah.
I'm at a point. If you're a pain in the dick to deal with, I'm not dealing with you. Your brand is dead to me.
Yeah.
It's our way or no way. Oh, did you get any text messages from Petey yesterday?
No.
Oh, he sent me a whole bunch of stuff from the Jones sales meeting. They were like doing a slideshow on us.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
They use a good picture of us at least?
No, it was all from the videos.
Bastard.
It was me from the Howler. And then it was you from the Mercury Phase. And then
right.
It was us, Tribute Lounge, and then the Good Ride. I was like, yeah, guys, just stop sending him shit and he'll go away.
I haven't seen a video of his in forever. It doesn't even pop up on my For You anymore.
I only do it when I'm curious what other snowboard reviews are out there because I can tell based on like when there's spikes and stuff. I also like to see how far behind they are from us dropping things.
Well, I mean, the one year I checked, they were ahead of us and they dropped the Free Carver 9000 in June or something, July, something like that. And I'm like, oh, God.
And nobody watched it.
It was like 30 minutes long. I was probably the only view. It was like 30 minutes, and then it was pretty much just you can only ride this on groomer days and perfect groomer. And I was like, that's wrong. And the other guy was like, I took it in the park and I had a fun time. I'm like, see, like you can, not ideal, but you definitely can. I hit the jump line with it.
Yeah. I mean, I've watched Harry hit rails on it.
Yeah.
It's doable.
I mean, Harry got moved up to the amateur team because he was hitting rails and jumps on that thing. So, like, he can do it. It's not that bad.
No. No. All right. We got one here from Endless Winter. Hi, boys. I have a mostly black, a white, a red, and a yellow board. Rex for a different colored board than the above, all mountain free ride things. You clearly need something that's purple.
Yeah.
Purple.
Oh, no. You know what you need? You need a BBC. But,
no,
BCC. BCC.
The big camo cannon this year.
Yes. You need the big camo cannon.
And you got multiple. You got orange, you got green, a little yellow in there. Mm-hmm. I think there's some black and gray. There you go.
Yep.
Or you can go the opposite route. Get yourself a Karua pocket rocket. You got white and red.
Yeah. Or, yeah, I mean, you could just pick up one size of the aeronaut that you don't have in that color yet. You might not ride it, but they all come in different colors. So there you go. You can have a blue one. Or yellow. I think that's what I rode.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. You could go a moderator. Actually, that's green. You don't have green yet.
It's like a tealish blue.
I like it. I love that top sheet. It's one of my favorites.
Got one sitting in the other room.
Yeah.
You want it?
No, I got a Commonwealth.
Yeah, you do.
A Commonwealth. That's gray.
Swirly. Be a real man. Take a heat gun to your top sheet and peel it off.
Yeah.
Go natural.
Yep.
Slap down some clear coat on that bitch. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do that.
How good's your epoxy legs?
Don't do that. All right. Got this one from Gary. Thinking of downgrading to the new Frontier from the Mercury. Will the Frontier be noticeably softer? Oh no, they revamped the Frontier. Like it's on par with your Mercury. It's got more snap. Way more snap. So much snap. More free ride oriented.
If you're gonna downgrade, just go to the Spring Break Resort Twin, the mini mountain Merc. Like,
yeah.
Or the Midwest Merc, I forgot what
the Midwest Merc, yeah.
What it is.
Ugh. All right. From Adam Rouse. Looks like the straps in the footbed have been upgraded for the Union Strata. Have you guys had a chance to get on them? If so, what are your thoughts? Got a review coming out. Now that they dropped that video, I can finally put the review out. I can schedule it. because it means
Yep.
it's finally shipped to stores. So it'll be affiliate links you can click. But I wrote it. It's better than what it was. It was more responsive. I liked that. It was still like that surfy feel, but responsive. But god damn, that base tray is just huge with all that excess foam.
They still haven't shrunk it down yet. I thought this would be the year. I was like, they got it figured out now. No, they don't. But damn, does it look good this year. I think that might be one of the best looking bindings, actually, with that gum sole on it, or the gum tray. I really like that.
Let's see. Okay, looking for a question. Riley Robertson, which edge technology do you think is the best? I.e., Arbor Grip Tech, LibTech Magna Traction, etc. Anything that's very subtle and you don't know it exists.
Yeah,
So like
I mean,
K2 has so many radii in their side cuts. I love it.
Yeah,
That's good.
I like what Yes has going on for this current season, where it feels like they mellowed it out, especially when you're riding on it. That mid bite is one of my favorites for sure. Otherwise, yeah, the Jones one, the traction tech, I rarely notice it as I'm riding, so I really like that. Magna traction might be my least favorite, honestly. They go overboard.
If you're gonna do Magna traction, like you got to look at Rozzy's Mellow Mag,
Mm-hmm.
or what is it, serrated 7 or whatever 6 or whatever the hell they call it now. It's Magna traction, but they mellowed it out. That makes sense. I like the stuff from GP87 with the power bumps. So your nerds, your Strondas, stuff like that. So you get this little bump right under the inserts, just enough that it's there if you need it, but you don't notice it otherwise.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, we'll take this one from Joby to Pia. Rad Dad here, 59 years old. Oh, you're an old dad. On a Jones flagship, but would like to get better at jumps and butters. Thinking about adding a spring break resort twin. Hell yeah, that's a great compliment. Do
100%.
it. Click the link.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We'll take this one from Colm Buchanan. Has the dance hall changed much since inception? Brother is considering a dance hall or an amplid soulmate. Strong intermediate, 200 pounds, US, size 12. Any other options? It hasn't changed at all.
Mm-mm.
I think the only thing that I think changed was the bass tune. I think.
Yeah, maybe.
From the first year to the second year, I think it was more noticeable. And that, but 200 pounds, size 12. Get him on a 54 at a strong intermediate. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
Go out and don't overthink it. All right. Take this one from Joaquim Engdahl. Found a new nitro alternator for 200 that I couldn't say no to, but I also want a Rome Ravine Pro. Too much overlap? Phase Katana or Phase Stolly to either of those boards? The too much overlap for sure. So you don't need to buy the Ravine Pro, in my opinion. You're good.
No,
unless you really want that 3D shaping in the nose.
Yeah,
but
if you want to dedicate it as a true POW board.
Yeah, that would be it. And then ask yourself on the phases, do you want a little more response underfoot or not? If you do, that's when you go with the Stale. If you don't, you're fine with the regular one. Most people really won't notice the difference in the carbon underfoot. They'll notice it more in the high back and how that springs back.
I mean, if it were me just putting it on the alternator, I would just go with the regular phase katanas. But if you're still considering the Ravine Pro, I'd probably say go with the Stale version, just because with the Ravine Pro, you might want a little bit extra on that high back. So, but that's personally what I would do, I should say.
All right. Okay. From Patrick Houch. There's no review of the 26th Battalion Beyond medals on your Patreon. Any plans for one? They didn't send us one. I know it's got, it's like the Beyond medal something. It's something different now. Have you ridden it yet? No. Looking for an all mountain freestyle that can still handle POW, keep up the awesome work. I mean, any all mountain freestyle board can handle POW. You just slam your inserts back and go faster than you think.
Yeah.
The secret: go faster, bend your knees more.
Yep. Get that weight back.
Yep.
But I mean, I imagine it should still be the same-ish. Like,
It's
based
got a
on
different shape. It's got a
okay.
different shape, but it's more like the whatever shape. It's like closer to the whatever. It's not. It's not like the more round. It's more like a little more blunty, I think. But that's about it. But
One guy said it's the Beyond Metals Tornado. It's the same as last year. He has both.
okay, isn't it? I thought the shape was different. Maybe it was in the tail. Maybe I'm smoking crack.
Yeah.
But
I remember they changed. Yeah, Tornado sounds right.
yeah, that's what it was. I knew it. I knew it had like a different name. So
Mm-hmm.
but that's about it. So. All right. Okay. We'll take the next one here from Revision Timetable. How is the spring break resort twin for someone wanting to progress and park both jibs and jumps? I'm worried it will be too unforgiving on jibs. If you're too worried about that, go get an indoor survival.
Yeah.
Just do it. It'll have a little bit easier nose flex for you and tail flex right when you go to push into it. So go do it.
Mm-hmm.
From Medi S, is Union sending you guys the boots? Supposedly, I haven't gotten the email yet. I figured I would either get it tomorrow or it'll be next week because I was talking to our friend Kobe that works for Capita Union, and he said that they've shipped to stores. So he expects us to, because we're on the list. He said we're one of 4 or 5 people on the list to do a video on it. So that should be there. So I'm excited to get those. I got once those come in, I got that sun boot. It's not that bad. Like I put it on, it doesn't hurt. It's stiff, but like underfoot, but it had more ankle flex. But yeah, and then I've got a bunch of kids and women's Nidecker boots because to do a boot breakdown on, and that's what I got left to film there. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Oh God, this question. What about those people wearing Nike boots in 2025? Fuck off. Get rid of those pieces of shit. They have to smell so bad. Those boots always stank.
I can't believe that people are still finding boxes and boxes of
Oh, I
these
can. I
in
can.
warehouses. I'm like, what?
No. So I'll tell you exactly how that happened. So Silverthorne used to have the Nike outlet right by the gas station there.
Mm-hmm.
When shops had inline Nike product, you could go in there and get Zoom Force ones and Vapins for under $100. And then when Nike pulled out, they dumped them into specific outlets and they didn't really advertise it. And when they did that, you could buy Nike boots for as low as like $20 there. And I watched people show up and just fill cars with them because they're like, if I sit on these, I'll be able to sell them.
Yeah.
And that's what they did. And they just waited. And there are people that just hoarded that shit. And like when my little brother was working there, he bought like a couple pairs. Just he was like, so I got backup snowboard boots, and I was like, gross. And he's like, whatever, they fit. And I was like, yeah, whatever. You're only wearing them because they're Nike.
Yeah.
He's like, what? My kit looks good. And I was like, your kit is all my hand-me-downs. Shut up. So
Yeah, it's crazy to me. I'm like, you're still making those. That being said, I do want a pair of the Danny Cast double tongues just to have them. Never gonna wear them, but I just want them in the background because those were so out of this world looking. Like,
do you want a set of the Danny Cass Union bindings?
you got a pair?
I've got a set of the Bassmasters floating around somewhere.
Maybe then. That'd be sick.
I think they're at my friend Steven's house. I can grab them from him.
I'll try to get them signed.
Probably won't be hard this winter. He should be around a bunch.
I was gonna say, well, either that or I'll just hit up Maddie and be like, hey, can I give you this high back and then you just have Danny sign it for me? That would be great.
Maddie, Sean G.
Or Sean. Well, Maddie Shafrick.
Oh, Maddie. I thought you
Yeah.
meant Maddie O, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh, Maddie. Yeah, Maddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But that would be funny. Yeah, no, I'll see if my friend Steven has those next time I talk to him and see if I can grab them for you.
Sick.
And then you can put them in the background there.
Mhm.
So fucking Nike boots. They sent me a set of the Lunar Endors. I think that's what it was. I don't know. It was like $400 something boot. Put it on and it just promptly creased the second I flexed into it. And I looked at it and I was like, there is nothing to this boot. And the reason that they all stink was they have cardboard inside
Yeah.
that isn't laminated. So it gets wet and then it just gets that wet cardboard smell over and over and over. And there was something else with their foam too. They were not a good boot. Like everyone's like, cool, they were comfortable. They were not performative. Like they were just not a good boot. But hey, when you're buying them at an outlet for $85.
Yeah. I mean, I know they were comfortable boots because everybody that has them still has them. And I'm like, why the fuck are you? They're super comfy. I'm like, they're also probably 5 sizes too big.
Oh, yeah.
But,
yeah.
Like, yeah, what a stupid thing.
Oh, man. I have people all the time that are like, they were so technologically advanced. I was like, they had a fucking shoelace for the internal harness.
I was going to just say that.
That was it. I was like, there's nothing revolutionary about them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to say, because I remember my first year at Powder Tools, somebody came in with a Nike boot, and they're like, I need to relace this. And then they showed me. I was like, well, there's the laces. Go for it. And the guy's like, no, I need you to do it. And I'm like, I'm not touching that nasty-ass boot. That thing stinks from here, dude. Like, just gross.
Fucking just the worst. You're just like, gross.
It's just the worst internal harness. Why would a shoelace be a good internal harness?
Like, yeah, just fucking Nike. I just love that everyone's like, oh, you know why it's called Nike 6.0, don't you? Because it took them 6 times to get it to stick. That's how many times they tried to make that happen. Nike, in my lifetime, I've seen Nike come in and out of snowboarding, I think 3 times now. Like, I'm like, and Adidas the best was when Adidas joined them afterwards. And I was like, oh, it's a Me Too brand. And everyone's like, what? And I was like, well, if Nike's going to do it, I got to do it too. And the first Adidas boots, I put them on and I literally felt like my feet were like this, just knock-kneed. They were so god awful. The cuff stopped right below my kneecap. That's how high it was. And I was like, this is fucking ridiculous. I was like, Jesus Christ. But I swear to God, people bought them on the name alone. And I was just like, no, these are not good. People are like, you're just a hater. And I was like, they literally sent me pairs for free and I wouldn't use them. That's how bad they were.
I remember they had that Bape colorway that was actually pretty sick. Whereas like, that's a good looking boot. It's like $600 boot or something like that. And I know Harrison Mello had a pair, and we made fun of him nonstop the first year he had them until he got like a new pair of boots. But it looked sweet. They were just dog shit.
Just like, I don't know, man. It's like, I was in Underground the other day, and this guy was chatting up some chick in there, and he's like, yeah, my friend, I'm a designer, and my friend, she's an okay snowboarder. We're gonna start a snowboard brand. And he was like picking her mind about stuff, and I really just wanted to be like, no, just no. People like you are the reason Clue bindings exist. Fuck off. Like, he was talking about boots, and I was like, you're gonna learn how hard that business is real fast. Real fast.
Well, that's like the people on like the ski and snowboard program at CMC here. They're like, I'm gonna design a great board, and then once they like figure it out, it's like, holy shit, this is way harder than I expected to actually make a good board or anything. Like Travis, our old Jones rep, he won that. They made his board, and he goes, that board is fucking unrideable. And like, theirs was by far the best, but he's like, that
he
board
wouldn't let me touch it.
Yeah, he goes, it's terrible.
And he was like, because when he was doing it, I was like, okay, I want to ride it when it's done. I'll tell you what I think. And he's like, yeah, I want you. And then he was like, you're not going anywhere near it. He goes, it's bad. And I go, well, I'm glad you learned that yourself.
Yeah. Because I've asked him about it. He goes, no, that thing is a plank. You don't want it. It doesn't turn. It doesn't float. It doesn't do anything how it's supposed to. And you're like, Oh, okay.
No, like that's what always blows my mind when I meet people that are like, I went to engineering school and I know how to design a board. You're just a snowboard bum, and I'm like, I'm a snowboard bum that's ridden everything, everything. There's a
Yeah.
difference. Like that's what I love about like your interview series, with like Chilton and Maurizio and Maggie and stuff, and talking to those guys. They're snowboarders.
Yeah.
Like they're snowboarders. Like hell yeah, I want a binding designed by Maggie Leone. Hell yeah, I do.
Yeah.
My girl will throw herself
Boots
down a
designed by a guy that
staircase.
I want boots designed by a guy that's been snowboarding since the 80s. He knows. Like,
Yeah,
or maybe
yeah,
91, I think he said 91 or 89, something like that. But it's like
something like that. Yeah,
he's been doing it forever since before I was born. So yeah, he's gonna know how to do it. He has all the training and
yeah,
then he has all the applicable knowledge. So
yeah. It's exactly it. Like I'm
well,
like,
it's like Nils Mindich being an engineer
yeah.
now, or Solomon
Oh,
being
hell yeah, I'm gonna listen to Nils. He almost
yeah,
ran me over.
yeah,
You know, like no, it's like Jay Stone knows how to ride. He's a solid rider. Like I'm gonna listen to what he has to say about boards. Stuff like that.
that and
Um,
he's worked in Milo for years before he even went to engineering
yeah.
school. Like he knew exactly what he wanted, and it's like perfect.
Well, that's like my friend Eric that used to design for Flow,
Mhm.
and he's now like the in-house guy for GP87 and Telos and stuff. Like he would just go build boards trial and error to figure shit out, and then he figured out design programs. I'm going to listen to him because he's got like 40 years of experience doing this.
Yeah.
Like he's not afraid. He was telling me about this one time all these prototypes, and he's like, yeah, I would just go out and like cut the tip off the board and then finger joint a whole new nose shape in to see how it would work in POW. And I was like, what would happen when you put your weight forward? He goes, oh, I broke a lot of boards. He's like, POW only. He's like, it was POW only. He was telling me like the one time he was out there, he had his daughter. He's like holding his daughter and like walking up the hill, putting one foot in, and then just riding down the hill with her just to see how the nose would react in different snow conditions. That's what I want.
Yeah.
I want people that aren't afraid to go do that shit.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Like, I mean, you follow Nils on Instagram. Last week he was in SAS doing board testing and like absolutely hitting the big jumps out there with everybody else testing shit out. And it's like,
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I want doing my boards. Like somebody who knows how to turn, hit jumps, maybe even run up Avron's ass when we're hitting a bank in Brighton,
He almost
like,
killed me.
almost killed him.
Almost killed me.
Just a tiny torpedo coming at Avron. It was
Oh, I
hilarious.
knew he was behind me. And the best thing was I knew he was there. I was like, don't look back, just keep going. He will miss you. Like I'm in the crease of the bank turn. And so like I'm down here. Nils is riding the top of it and it comes down like this. And then his nose was like this far from my tail.
Yeah,
And I was like,
it
do
was
not turn, do
great.
not stop, just keep going.
Well, the funny thing is, he gave you like 30 feet too, and then the
Oh
second
yeah,
he
no, he
got
still
into that
strapped
bank
me
going
in and I
uphill,
was in the middle of that turn when he caught up to me. I'm like, Jesus.
I was behind. I was like, "How the fuck did he gain speed going uphill? That was insane. How does he do
Yeah.
that? He's ready. He's ready for the LBS. He's good.
Oh yeah. No, that was the comment you made. You're like, well, you're ready for the LBS.
Yeah, he'll be fine, Nils."
Yeah, you got this. And I love him. He's like, oh, sorry if I scared you. I was like, no, I knew you were there. I wasn't gonna do shit. Fucking.
I wonder what would have happened. He probably would have just splatted off you. He's not a big guy by any
No,
means.
he's like
Like
he's smaller than you. He probably would have hit me full force, and I probably would have been like, what the hell? What hit me?
yeah,
I probably would have ended up just sitting on him more than anything. Just like,
yeah, probably he would have
and
knocked you
then like, I'm
backwards.
sorry, dude.
It'd have fallen on
200
him.
pounds of Avron just sitting on you. Jesus. So yeah. All right, we'll take this one from Andrew Waugh. Any thoughts on the Solomon Fast Lane? Looking to get a board for hardpack and groomer days, also considering the Rome Stolly Cruiser. Well, I wrote it. I wrote the review and then it went MIA. I know I wrote it. So I'm going to ride it again, redo the review, and get out there. But I mean, if you're just looking for a hard pack groomer board, I mean, there's other things that I would consider.
Yeah.
Like that Stolly Cruiser is more freestyle focused than you think. Like, I mean, honestly, if I was just gonna ride groomer hard pack, I'd rather ride probably a Renee or a Freaker instead from Rome.
Yeah, probably Freaker. Honestly, I would go with like a Ravine Pro or something, or a Ravine if it's just gonna be a hard pack kind of day. That's where I
Yeah.
would go, and then or even, I mean, I would do something with taper.
Yeah, see, that's why I'm thinking like a ride moderator.
Yeah, I was thinking the
Or
deep
even a
fake.
deep fake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
deep fake moderator. Even a Commonwealth would be good, or like an Alchemist, something like that. Like that's just gonna be better for carving all around. Like directional twin, fine, but
Yeah.
there's way better options. Hell, I mean the free carver 6,000 or even a 9,000 if you don't want to like have it be too loose. There's a lot of options out there that are better than that.
Yeah. Our boy Beziums wants you to know he's stiffer than all of Burton. Hashtag never not jorking.
That's true. I can.
He's a beast of a human.
Yeah, that's true.
He picked me up and threw me around like a rag doll.
I mean, he pressed MB after a whole bottle of rum.
Yeah. I like this one from Himbo Slice. Shout out to the dude at my P.O. box who warranties his Burton SLX boots every fall and gets a fresh pair for free every season. I was having a conversation with Kyler at Underground last night about 32 boots. Back in the day when I worked at MSO, I had this guy, he would roll in about this time of the year with just the most clapped 32 lashed. And he'd be like, hey, can I warranty these? Like, it was when they had the foam sole that would just detach. And I was like,
Yep.
yeah, we'll warranty them for sure. And so we'd put him into the warranty, and he's like, see you guys in about 60 to 90 days. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, sure. Warranty should be sooner than that. He'd come back in about 60 to 90 days because he knew his warranty was there, grab his warranty and drop off another pair. And he'd be like, can I warranty these? Yeah, man. He's like, cool. See you in about 60 to 90 days.
Yeah.
And he was perpetually running two pairs through the. He said he'd warranted each pair like 7 times. He's like, I haven't paid for boots in years, but he's like, I know I'm going to clap them out. And he's like, I'm perpetually running one pair or the other. And I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, if they let you do it, why not? Like,
Yeah.
they're not going to say anything. I was always under the impression you warranty it once, that's it. You don't get it again.
You shouldn't be able to warranty a warranty unless it's like a known defect. Because I've only ever warranted one warranty board, and that was like they were on the fence, and I just said, I'm like, look, guys, I wouldn't be doing this if it wasn't something serious. I was like, you need to cut the board open when I send it and look at it. So they cut it open, and they discovered that I think they said it was something with the epoxy, but not like the layup epoxy. The core epoxy, when they build the blocks, wasn't right. And so they were basically just going like this. So one piece would go up and one would go down. And they were like, please don't tell anyone about that. And I was like, I'm going to tell everyone.
Kind of like the Arbor Shiloh when I worked at
God.
At Evo. People were coming in, they're like, it worked as a paddle to stop me on the mountain. What'd you hit? Nothing, I swear. And then looking at it, like, you really didn't hit anything. Yeah. Like, you're right.
Yeah, that big long U that went around the top, like the rainbow, the die cut would pop and then pull and stop you. Yeah. So
that was wild. That was wild to see.
Yeah. All right. We got Brandon Daly trying to help my friend. He currently has a K2 Gateway Pop, looking to replace it with either a Solomon Dance Hall or a K2 Excavator as his everyday board. Opinions or other recommendations as appreciated. If he's coming off a Gateway Pop, the Excavator is too much for him. That's there's a progression of boards. The Dance Hall will probably be easier for him to ride.
Yeah. I mean, for a daily, I wouldn't really want a daily and Excavator myself personally.
No.
Like, I'd rather daily drive the Dance Hall for sure.
Yeah.
But I mean, hell, he could even look at like like a K2 instrument or even like a passport would be a better option for him, I think, where you don't really need that straight up volume shift. But the dance hall, totally fine option for him.
Yeah. All right. We got Joel Adams. Every boot I've ever owned, 32 times 2 Burton ride, has started leaking after the 100-ish days. I think it's an issue of the tongue separating from the boot and letting water in there. Is this a me problem? Partially. The other thing is it's 100 days. That's about how long a boot's designed to last. You got to realize
Yeah.
that. The bigger thing is when you're taking the boot off, if you twist the tongue either way when you're trying to pull it off, you are breaking that seam seal down there. So with the ride, you probably crack the slime tongue. With the Burton, that's just Burton. 32, honestly, not surprised. They're not really the most durable boots out there. The
I've
bigger
had that
thing is,
too.
yeah, was when you pull it out, don't twist, like try to pull your foot and twist. You want to push it all the way forward. Don't pull it. Push it forward and then open your liner and then be able to pull your foot right out. That's what you want. And you want to make sure it's fully dry. So if you got really sweaty feet, you might have to pull your liners to dry them at night. If not, there's a company called DrySure and they're slip-in boot dryers. Those TC has a pair, I have a pair. Those things prolong the life of your boot because when we get off the hill, we throw those right into the boot
Mm-hmm.
and it absorbs any moisture in there and it just makes for a better fit in the long run.
That, and I'm wondering too, if when you're getting into the boot, if you're pulling on the tongue to get in, because that'll also cause it to happen. That's what I had on my 32s, and never again will I pull on the actual tongue of the boot, always the sides of it. Because if you start pulling and shimmying, like you said, you're just stretching that tongue and just ripping it out of its stitching. So that could be another thing, is like always push the tongue forward to get in, never yank on it up, because I've actually ripped a full tongue out of my boot and like hot glued it back on to get it to work for the rest of the year.
You
But
hot glued it in?
yeah,
How'd that work?
I literally just like put it together, hot glued it, and then made it work for like the rest of the week. It was literally the last week of the mountain being open.
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
Oh,
I'm
so it was
not,
only a week.
yeah.
I probably would have pushed the tongue all the way in and just pop riveted it right in. Just
But
been
it
like,
was at the
it's gonna
shop.
be a little shorter now, but
Yeah. But I was like, we'll just hot glue it at the seam there and hope it holds for the rest of the week. Like, I'm not buying a new pair of boots.
the simple solution is just get this.
You could.
You,
Yeah.
you know? You know? Or you could get this too. A lot of urethane in there.
Yeah.
So much goddamn urethane in there. All right. From Gremlin 666, Quiver is missing a park board that I'll also use for riding with my kid. Any recommendations for my big ass? 250 pounds, 9.5 US. Why don't you go check out the Yes standard on ink? Spring Break Resort Twin in the biggest size. No, you'll fold that. Never mind. Don't do that. Maybe like a Rosinal Revenant. Because you're 9'5", you don't need anything wide, which is nice. So you just need something that's like beefier. Actually maybe like what is it? The Sender Extreme too from Yes, that would be a good one. If with a 9.5, like you might like a bench warmer in the biggest size too. Not the wide,
Yeah.
but the biggest size. Because that's got Carbon Array 5 in it. That would give you some girth in the core thickness.
I was honestly even thinking possibly just a shadow band too. Directional twin's not going to screw you up in the park.
Yeah, but at 250, well,
I know, but he's riding with kids too. That's my thought.
yeah,
Like,
no, actually, a
a little bit
160
more
shadow
playful.
band might work for you. If you're worried about, if you think it's going to be too soft, go to an algorithm.
Yeah.
Too.
Right.
Directional twin won't kill you. Yeah, no, I think those are all solid options.
I mean, the last one I would say, just because it is full camber, you could do like a Jones tweaker as well, especially at your weight. Still going to be on that softer side for you. You can still ride it with the kids, but then be able to go hit the park no problem. So that could be an idea too.
Let's see. We're way out in the weeds, I just realized.
The Nike conversation got away from us.
Okay, we'll take this one from JP. I've got some Solomon launch boots that fit great, except the toe area is too tight width-wise, not length. I've had ingrown nail issues before. Is there anything I can do to add more width at the toes? Yeah. So what you do, put your snowboard sock on, and then let's see if I've got anything here. What you need to do, you want to get like a small piece of 3M foam that has adhesive on the back
Mm-hmm.
and cut it where your foot joints are because you're trying to get width, and you can kind of cut it along it. Then you take that and you stick it to your sock, then put another sock over it while you're then you get your liner heat molded like that. And you want to keep your toes elevated so it's sinking you back in that heel pocket, but you cook the shit out of that liner like 15 solid minutes. Like you're gonna long cook that. Then you're gonna stand shoulder width apart with your toes elevated with that foam on your foot there while it cools down for another 15 to 20. And I would really recommend 20. Then you're gonna open it up and just let that air out until it comes back to a normal heat. Then you're going to put it back on with just your single sock on, none of that extra foam, and see if that gave you what you're looking for.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yep, that's exactly how I do it too.
Yeah. Yeah, it's the best way to do it.
Yeah.
It's going to get you the most room.
You're going to hate it, but after that, you should be pretty happy with it.
Yeah, and even after you do that, if you still need more room, pull the liner out and mark the start and the finish of where the pressure points are. Take a razor knife and lightly cut the outer foam, and that will expand it. And so that'll actually give it a little more give to push out too. You're going to end up though, because of that, it'll push more against the shell of the boot. It also will be two spots where your foot can get a little bit colder. So, all right. We have Sam Walsh here. Hey, Averin, I've been really enjoying my K2 Passport, and I'm looking to get a new board this winter. Looking at the K2 Alchemist, Rome Ravine, or Ride Deepfake. What do you think? I'll be at Telluride. You probably don't want an Alchemist or a Deepfake. I've ridden with you. The Ravine is probably the safer bet.
A lot of overlap with that Ravine and that Passport, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. But like, honestly, instead of the Deepfake, look at the Moderator. I think you'd be happier with that. And then instead of the Alchemist, if you want something a little different but more beefed up than your Passport, get the Commonwealth.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Let's see. Looking for another question here. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I like this one from Hunter E. Did Ben or TC participate in the yearly Taco Bell marathon in Denver on Tuesday?
No.
Ben did not. He was driving cross country. I think he was in Wyoming. But I know that he has been training for it.
Really?
Oh, he loves running and he loves Taco Bell. It's going to happen. I will sponsor him.
I'll throw it down.
We have to put like a GoPro on him the whole time.
Yes.
And have him mic'd up in case he shits himself.
I saw what you have to do for that, and you got to stop at 8 out of the 10 Taco Bells. Keep all of your receipts.
9 out of 11.
Oh, it's 9 out of 11. Okay.
9 out of 11, and one of them you either have to get a Crunchwrap Supreme, a Burrito Supreme, or a Nacho Supreme.
Or a Chalupa Supreme, I saw.
Or
maybe it's a Chalupa Supreme at one of them. I don't know. But yeah, it was something where it's like you have to keep all your receipts and you have to keep all the wrappers too.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Like every time I go to Taco Bell, those wrappers are nasty and just soaked with just.
That's why you have a fanny pack, like one of those like plastic lined fanny packs. You just shove everything in there. That's it. Like if you're smart, you have an Apple Watch or something that can digitally pay, and you just tap to pay, and you just crunch. Yeah. No, the Taco Bell marathon is fucking hate. I think there's only like every year they say that like only a handful of people can make it to the end.
I bet. I mean, it's an ultra marathon. It's not even just a regular marathon. It's an
It's like
ultra.
27.5 miles of that shit or something. Plus, you got to eat. You're eating like 20,000 calories.
Yeah, it's a 50K. That's so much.
I think one of the things you have to down a 32 ounce of Baja Blast.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
I don't even. Yeah, I don't even know how you go about that one. Like, do you eat everything right away? Do you try to wait until the end, like, to eat your chalupa and your stuff when you're already just hurting at that point? Like, there's no winning that. There's just surviving.
Hey, you're just fighting for your life at the end there.
Yeah. Do you wear extra diapers? Like,
No, man. You wear nothing underneath and liquid shit that out on Colfax. Just, you know?
you and every other homeless person out there. You got to get the mesh one so it kind of shoots through the back and it doesn't just get just backed up on you. Those old like gym class shorts that they used to make you wear.
Yeah. Let's see.
I noticed the Kenyan didn't win though.
Didn't. Guy just was not used to that level of toxicity in his stomach.
He's like, wait a second, you guys eat here? No, that was mean.
Anyone that travels in from another country is just like aghast at how bad Americans are at fast food. Like, we're the best at the worst.
Yeah.
Fuck. Like, oh God, I'm so glad I quit eating fast food when I was like 15. I think that's part of the reason I haven't aged.
I allow it myself once every few months. It's like I haven't had Taco Bell in a few months. I'll get that. But everything else is once a year. Like I had McDonald's.
The only thing I'll splurge on is Pizza Hut.
Okay.
Give me a little mini. I want to get the little mini pizza. It's usually a Pizza Hut to go in a gas station.
Yeah.
I'll get the mini pizza and the breadsticks, and then I'm just like, I'm so happy.
Yeah. I mean, we used to do Big Cheesy, which is just Domino's, and you got to get the cheesy bread. And then when you order it online, it says, "Do you want to cheese it up?" Yeah, it's like supersizing it. You got to do it. Throw that extra cheese on there, and you're not doing anything the next day. Your fingers are all fat from the MSG, and you've just been sitting on the toilet shitting your brains out. It's great.
Yeah. All right. We got Ted G. Hey, fellas, should I go with the K2 Passport or a Jones Frontier? East Coast Mountains, all mountain riding, cruising the blues, and tree run, size 10 boot, 170 pounds. Either of those are solid, but I will say I really, really enjoyed that new Frontier.
I was going to say Frontier.
Yeah.
Just because I think it has a little bit better edge hold.
It does. And I think it's got better spring.
Okay. I can see that for sure.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see. If I can't spell my name right, I'm not answering your question.
I saw that. They're from Florida. Cut them a break.
Nope. Florida man is Florida Manning.
Even you.
Let's see. Looking around here. Okay. Let's see. There's got to be something here. No. Okay. I like this one from B. Barker 2119. How similar are the Felcors and the Ultras? Based on your review, it looks like they have similar tech. Are they the poor man's Felcors? Kind of. Yes. They're like the freestyle Felcor. They're the budget freestyle Felcor. That would be the way I would look at it to an extent. They're not as responsive. Like Felcor is just more responsive in there.
Yeah, I mean the high back, the base tray on them are different. Yeah. Where even though the Union Ultra did get the same strap as the Felcor, it still rocks quite a bit more laterally than the actual Felcor does because of the way the shaping is of their trays. And then you have forged carbon in the high back on the Falcor too, where it's obviously just going to be a lot stiffer. When you twist the ultra high back in your hand or anything, you can just feel that thing just twist all the way around. So kind of the poor man's, but definitely more freestyle focused, where I would say it's the little brother now. Is a good way of describing it. I think it's the little brother to the Falcor.
Yeah. All right. We got this one from Insularity. About time to replace my gloves. Thoughts on mittens versus gloves. Riding in Maine where it gets friggin' cold, bub. I'm a trigger mitt guy. That way I can point at people, and when I go like this, I'm flipping you off when I'm like.
I'm a mittens
if
guy.
You got mitts, you're just doing this.
Yeah.
You're like, you know.
Yeah, I'm a mitts guy myself. Leather mitts, they're gonna be the best, especially for those cold days, in my opinions.
Yeah, I mean, say what you want about Hestra, but that shit's warm.
Yeah.
I mean, I like a good leather mitt. Like, I was so pissed when I had to replace my first year Howell leather gloves last year because my fingers were falling out of them.
Yeah, he had stuffing falling out too.
Yeah, just leave a trail of stuff. Like, I think these things are done.
Yeah,
but I understand why they never did leather mitts again. Those things lasted forever.
Yeah. Now they changed them. The grips are different, and I'm bummed about it. It's like a grip tape on it where it doesn't grab the board as well. And I'm like, damn, I got to go back to Crab Grab. But then Crab Grab made their leather a little bit thinner, it felt, where I burned through those things way too fast.
I like this question. It's a hypothetical from VKMP. Would you rather work for the Good Ride guy or Curate? Curate, because it's out of business, which means I can do whatever the fuck I want. I'd get my severance package and I'd be like, fuck you, I'm out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I love the fact that those idiots went out of business. So. All right, let's see. Okay. Ooh, I also like this question from Becca Kupa Tadesi. Kupa Tadesi. Kupa Tadzi.
Yeah.
Fucking just butch. I am so sorry. If you had to ride chop in variable snow all day, which snowboard's dampness and stability would you choose? Right off the bat, the first one I'm going for is the deep fake.
That was my thought too. I'm just talking about this with Curtis.
I'm gonna sit on that goddamn tail and just hammer everything and not feel shit because that double impact plate. Otherwise, I'd maybe consider something from LibTech, like maybe a sweet fish if it was POW, but otherwise, maybe that E-Jack knife.
I was thinking Flagship Pro as well.
Yeah, Flagship Pro is up there. Pick your line on ink or extreme. Sorry, extreme. Pick your line on extreme. From Yes, even the new Alchemist from K2. That one's really good. I dig that.
Tell you what, I wouldn't ride. It's a Megalite. That board, you feel everything. Oh yeah.
Stranda Descender would be a good one too.
Mm-hmm.
Or even a Rosnell Revenant or Super Revenant. Probably the regular Revenant. Save the $100. Okay. All right. Let's see. All right. Let's see. People still talking about Nike. Oh, take this one from Rich S. Is Rome going to be doing boots this year? Nothing new on their website. I love my Libertines. No. So there was, I asked him about this. They had all their spec sheets and stuff ready to go with the threat of tariffs. If they waited, they weren't sure what the pricing would be on it. So, and with Battalion and Nidecker getting boot revamps, like everyone was busy. So they concentrate on that. I guess the rumor is they might bring it back for 2027. So like they've got everything set to go. They were just like, this was not a good year for it. So they're there.
Yeah. What are you doing, Herbs?
What's the Herbster doing?
He's trying to go in between my legs underneath here and smell. I don't even know what he's trying to smell. Here, take your dragon. Take your dragon and get out.
Is he dragging ass? Dragging D's
Yeah.
nuts?
Dragon these nuts. He's dragon nuts.
All right. You got this one from Cole Buchanan. Thinking of the Rome phase katanas to replace my Nidecker Supermatics. Is ASIM wrap going to be less supportive? No.
No. You get more.
It's
Way
just
more
you're going to get more lateral play on the inside, but you're still going to get that power on the outside. You're also going to drop about 1.5 pounds per binding.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and you're actually going to get board flex underneath your feet.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not going to have a dead spot that's like this big. It's just going to be that medium disc and then that. So you're going to get like, you're going to be able to actually have more board feel and stuff. It's going to change the dynamics of how you torsionally twist the board. Okay. Got a super chat here from Waco. 5'10, 174 to 177 pounds, depending on if I take a poop or not. 10.5 boot, have a ride Super Pig 151 and an Endeavor Archetype 157 wide. Looking for a free ride, all mountain with great grip on hard pack, icy conditions that will not kill me. Capita Kazu, Capita Black Snowboard to Death, LibTech EJack. Your advice? I'm going with the EJack.
Out of those three, yeah.
Yeah,
100%.
EJack. If not, I would look at a flagship from Jones. You also might like the one from Rosenal or Revenant or even a Juggernaut. Well, Juggernaut might be stiffer than you want to go, but that would be there. What else? What else you got for this man?
I mean, Commonwealth sticks out to me. That's going to have zero overlap with your Archetype and your Super Pig. You could also do like a banked country. GNU banked country would work for you. That's similar to that EJack. Otherwise, did you say Nidecker yet?
I didn't say anything, but that Escape Plus came to mind.
Yeah, Escape Plus or an Alpha APX, depending on how freestyle you want to go with it. You want to go more freestyle, Alpha APX, or just more free ride, that Escape Plus.
Or you could do a beta APX.
You could, yeah. But honestly, that might go into that Archetype though, where you're like, I'll pull that out on Cloud Day instead, and you're like, shit.
Yeah, that's where I think that Alpha APX would be a little bit better.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, you got a few options there, but
yeah,
that should get you started.
Our boy Heath Stang just saw a new Burton shop open in front of 4 goddamn legit snowboard shops on a street in Vancouver. It's bullshit.
Well, can't be doing that. If anything, that'll just get more business going to those actual snowboard shops from what I've seen. When the one at Steamboat got put in under Powder Tools actually got more business because guess who had to set up the boards? Guess who had to wax the boards? Guess who had to do all that shit?
Because they don't know how to do it.
Because Burton guys are like, yeah.
Imbeciles. Well, I know talking with the guys at Underground, they're like, yeah, they went in across the street. We cut our Burton order, but we still we do more service work.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they literally hire fucking retards to work there.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's like, yeah, this is part of my big complaint about him. So did I tell you, because I want to do video essays, I started working on an outline for an essay, and I'm 7 pages in on all the shit that I hate about Burton. This is freaking ridiculous. It's just like a steady stream of different things that they do as a company that I'm like, you need to fix this. Like how? Like what? So, yeah, I don't know. All right. Let's see. I like this one from Zeech. Engineering school got us changeable camber boards. Vomit.
Yeah. That is.
I mean, they were going to send me one to ride, but they wanted my logo so they could put it on the board, and I told them no. And they're like, what? And I was like, no, because then you can tell people that I endorsed it. You don't get shit.
Yeah.
Because I think they saw Marhar had put my logo on a few boards for me, and those were like promo boards and stuff. And they're like, Angry Snowboarder endorsed us. I was like, damn right I did. I helped design the damn thing. The lumberjack? Fuck yeah, I'll put my graphic on that.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
Yeah.
let's see. I also love this one. Das Klute, the Clue boot, the Klute. Boots with built-in stirrups on them, coming winter 2028 from Clue. Let's see. Michael Stacy, did you get a chance to check out the new Thraxis? I'm supposed to have a set sent to me theoretically. I don't know. If I don't, I have a feeling I'm riding these. So key to APXs, stiff boot gang. We got our boy Chef Drew. Whatever became of Northwave boots? Looks like there's still a thing in Europe. Just curious the story behind them fading. I had a pair back in like 1999 and I really like them. They pulled out of North America again. And so they're owned by, so it's Drake Northwave. And the guys that started Union Bindings were the guys that made Drake what it was. And they've been bought and sold a few times since 1999, but every time it's always like the mountain bike side of things gets bought and they inherit the snow side and they're like, what do we do with it? And it's like they haven't updated the bindings in 30 years. The boots are heavy as fuck. Like their speed lacing system had so many pulleys on it and shit. I swear it added like an extra 10 pounds to the boots.
10 pounds in 5 minutes actually slowed you down.
Those things, like so they sent me a bunch of boards and I was in the parking lot. I just taken out of the wrapper. I mounted it up and I was like, well, got to flex it before I go ride, to crack the fiberglass like you should. And it delammed. It just,
I remember getting
you
that.
got to be fucking kidding me. And so like all their boards, they had one board. I think it was the Squad or the Squad Prime or something. I was like, oh, this actually isn't bad. They gave me a powder board, which was unrideable in POW. I was like, congratulations, you fucked that up. Like, ugh, yeah. Now that's a company that I think it lives off of its previous name from the previous decades, and people it should have the plug pulled.
Yeah.
So, all right. Dean shot a take in 210 pounds, size 13 beginner interim homie to the Italian Alps for 7 days. Seeing sails on a 2025 Solomon Dance Hall, Rome Service Dog, Ride War Pig, and Ride Super Pig. Best board. Put him on the War Pig.
Yeah, 100%.
Put him on the War Pig. Yep. Let's see. Oh, I like this one from our boy Joe Gunn, who's about to have a baby, aka Minigun. Minigun. Anyone else find that funny?
I do. Yeah, that was great.
Find that hilarious. I went to Metallica with this man and his wife. It was awesome. James Beastie gave the Jones Howler a mid-review. Skill issue, 100%. 100%. Yeah. When you steer everything off the back foot, you can't ride a real board. That guy shouldn't do reviews. Has anyone seen how dead he looks when he does them now? It's going to be 30 minutes of him just monotone trying to make a joke. Like, dude, pull the plug. Your wife's the breadwinner. Go back and fucking work on the internet as an IT tech. You'll make more money and it'll be better for your daughters. Like, snowboarding would be better without you. Let's put it that way. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Okay, I'll take this one from Safe Space Invader. I got my hands on a Battalion Goliath and a Captain Navigator for real cheap. New. What are the differences in your opinion, ride styles? There's no difference of opinion. They're literally two different boards.
Yeah.
Like, I own a Navigator because Joe Gunn gave it to me. I can't get rid of it now. I got to ride it into the ground.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
which
yeah,
is it's a good board to have. I'm stoked. I'm super stoked. But so the Goliath is your all mountain freestyle standard shaped board, directional twin. It's got 3BT in it. It's camber. The Navigator is a powder shape. It's set back. It's got taper. It's got a different camber profile. It's got a completely different core profile. The way it's designed to flex, it's designed to float on top. You know, so one is designed to be a daily driver. One's designed for special days, like POW. Right, TC?
yeah. I mean, I think the Navigator is softer all around than the Goliath.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Like, it has more of a fluid flex too. I don't know. I mean, there's no 3D in it, so when you set the edge, you set the edge. But I mean, overall, definitely a power board.
I like this one from Stealther. Why do some boards, example, the K2 Alchemist, have reference stance on the front foot, be 3 holds back from the front? Who the hell is moving their front foot forward so much to either be over center or a 25-inch plus stance? His name is Charles, and we hope that he recovers soon enough. But he's the only person I know that ever mounted his fucking Alchemist forward.
The man just wanted a Commonwealth before he even knew he wanted a Commonwealth.
The man needed a passport. That's all he needed.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's just be real. But yeah, no. So reference stances are sometimes it's just the graphic guys fucking around. Sometimes it's the designers. There's so many different things. It depends who built it. Like the Jones ones had like a 23.5-inch reference stance.
23.8 on that 59.
Yeah.
Maybe
who the fuck's riding that thing with a 23?
Yeah, 23.6.
23.6.
Doesn't
Not
matter.
even 23.5. It's like we got 1 millimeter more out.
Yeah. So wide. And everybody's like, dude, I can't ride those boards because the reference stance. I'm like, yeah, I get it. Just don't listen to the reference. That's what they recommend. And the guy designing them is 6'7". So he thinks everybody has legs like 5 feet long. He's crazy.
Yeah. All right. For J-Man, Captain Navigator Jones Frontier 2.0 for mellow POW / free ride board for those of us 50 plus. I'd get the Frontier 2.0. You just want to go be mellow. That's it. Like the Navigator really excels. You need 6+ inches of snow to really get the most out of that. Whereas with the Frontier, you can have fun on a 2-inch day with that thing.
I agree with that.
That's what she said. We got Ezekiel Chentnik. Been riding a 2023 Solomon Huck knife everywhere, backcountry park groomers, but time for a new one. Do I go for the latest Huck knife or try something else like a Spring Break Resort Twin? So the new Huck knife is different from that one. They revamped it since then. They extended the camber zone on it, so it's got a longer camber zone in it, and then they redid the core profiling on it, so it's not going to ride like that one in there. Sounds like you're really looking for a twin that can do everything. I would say go with that Spring Break. Yeah. I think it's better. I think it's better landing in POW because it's wider.
Yeah, I could definitely see that for sure.
Yeah. So. I like this one from Gantry Gooner. Can you guys talk about how you choose your boards for the day? Hey, what needs to be ridden? This. Have you ridden it? No. Do you get it?
Yeah.
That's pretty much how it goes.
That look out the window, be like, all right. And then it's like, all right, I have these 10 boards I have to ride for the week or whatever. It's like, what do I feel like riding today?
Yeah.
Like that is going to work for what I have out there. Like that's pretty much how it goes. Or I'll bring 5 boards and look at the mountain and be like, what am I feeling today?
I mean, you've seen the back of my car at one point. I
Yeah.
think it was like 35 snowboards and 10 pairs of bindings. And I was just like, I'm in the parking lot and some rando will start talking to me and then looks in the back. What's up with all the boards? What's up with all the questions? And I'm like over there just ripping it fresh out of the plastic and like ripping the sticker off the base, put my bindings on and be like, all right, guess I'm gonna go ride this for a couple hours.
Yeah, I mean, there's no rhyme or reason to it really. It's what am I feeling that day? What am I
Yeah.
excited about? And what needs to get done that in that time frame? Like what needs to go to the front of the line? What can get pushed back?
Yeah.
And like,
I mean, obviously powder days, powder boards go to the front of the line. Hard pack days, if I know if it's overcast and I'm not going to really be in the park, I try to find an all mountain freestyle board or an all mountain free ride board
mhm,
and go out and try to hit everything I can in there. In the spring when it's sunny bluebird, you better believe I'm riding pow boards and party boards.
yeah,
I try to cherry pick towards the conditions so that it's not like, oh, these are shit conditions, it's going to affect that. It's like, well, it's this. And then like the other thing is if it's a shitty day out and there's boards that have had minor tweaks or no tweaks, but it's been a while and we're just doing a refresher review, I'll go ride those because I already know that it like how it's going to relatively ride, so I'm not like killing myself.
mhm,
So
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, pretty much to your point, like if there's board that I have ridden and I know it's a bad day, it's like, all right, let's just see how it performs in these conditions, as opposed to on the best perfect day that there is. But it's like if there's a really bad day and I hate the board, it's like I'll ride it another day just to make sure. Be like, okay, I do really hate this, or it's like, okay, chalk it up to that bad, like icy day.
Yeah.
Where the one that sticks out to me is the standard on ink. When I wrote it at Loveland, I was like, hey, you mind if I ride this again? Because I don't feel comfortable giving it a review. And then the next time I wrote it, I was like, okay, it was that day. Like it was just a
Yeah,
straight.
you gotta trust yourself. There's times where I've been like, I'm just gonna ride this another day.
Yeah.
It's like, and super shitty days, I'll just go ride bindings because it's like,
Mm-hmm.
can I get in? Can I get out? Did it ice up? Did it not ice up? It's like,
Yeah. Did it
we all
cut
have
down?
bad days. I mean, the big thing about a review, and like, I love these people that just sit around on Reddit nitpicking it. At the end of the day, it's a fucking opinion on the product. It's an informed opinion coming from someone that has more days and more time riding various products than anyone else in the world. And that's
Yeah.
what it is. If you don't agree with it, fine. You don't like what we do? Fine. Don't watch us. Because even if you hate watch us, it feeds the algorithm. The best thing you can do is just totally tune us out 100%. That's the only way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh.
Well, there's no getting rid of us. So.
Yeah. All right. So I like this one from Stealther. Someone near me is selling a brand new Burton Super Ultra Blossom, the Zeb Powell board, in a 185. That's not it then. It's the small one. It's new for approximately 50% off. I'm a certified Burton hater, but I'm tempted. If only it was it's not a 205. It's not a real board.
Mm-hmm.
That's the women's version.
It's a children's version.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of extra large boards like that, when I was at Powder Tools yesterday, they had a 203 BBC in there. And I was like, whose
Like
board?
an actual BBC, not the VCC?
Yeah. Yeah, it was the last year's one. One of the guys, he bought it because one of the guys across the way owned one and he like loved it. So he's like, let me buy one. He bought one and that became the loser board of the Banks Slalom, where loser had to go in their underwear and take a lap on the 203 in just their underwear and boots. And I asked him, I was like, how was it, dude? And he goes, honestly, that board's really fun, man. And I'm like, that's what I'm saying. I was like, it's not nearly as hard as you
no,
think.
like if you're really trying to like make them ride a loser board, you should make them ride a Gilson.
Yeah.
Like
well, the shop did.
That's awful. Give them a skate banana.
The shop, I don't know if it still has it, but at one point when I worked there, there was a Rosignol Mini with Brocos like stuck to it because they froze in the inserts and you can't get them off. Because one day I was going to take out the Mini. I was like, dude, I haven't ridden one of these in probably 15 years. and it still has its metal edges. I was like, I need to ride this thing. Couldn't get it off because the Broco's like screws were froze in the actual insert, so there's no getting those off.
I got hit with a targeted Broco ad and started talking shit in the idiot kid who convinced his dad to invest in its like sister or niece or whatever tried to defend it. And I was like, you can shut the fuck up with your generational wealth and go back to Georgia, you dipshit. And she was like, you know about my family? Yeah, I know you're from Georgia. I know you don't shred. I know you're a pile of suck. I know that you are just some fucking rich person blowing money. Eat a dick. You don't snowboard. You'll never be a snowboarder. Fuck off. I hope you die. People have been telling me that I need to stop telling people that I hope they die, but I really do legitimately hope they die. Like I do. I got into a rage off the other yesterday with my credit card company's customer service. They so I had to call customer service because they shipped my credit card to the wrong address. Okay, fine. That happens. I understand it. So I go through the prompt, and that woman was lovely, and I told her that. 20 minutes later, they flagged it as fraud and denied that they were going to send it. So I had to call again. And this woman was the most condescending bitch to me from India. So I just reamed her out a new ass. I was just like, look, I can't fucking hear you in your headset. So get a real headset, you poor. And then I was just like going on and on about how she needs to do better. I was like, I had to go through 7 security prompts to get a new credit card sent to me. And you think this is fraud? Fucking think. And I was like, and she was just being such a bitch. And she started saying something. And I was like, I hope you legitimately die. I just hope you die. And I was like, I don't care if this flags my account. I hope you literally die. You are horrible at your job. You are a horrible human. The other woman was so much nicer and accommodating. Die. And then I went and filled out an experience survey and just reamed her a new ass in that too.
Yeah, it's fair. I never fill out those surveys.
I only do when it's a bad experience. The rest of the time, I'm like, stop sending me surveys.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got Mr. Sharder, not to be confused with Mrs. Farter. Been riding a Rome Ravine 158 as my daily for the last few seasons. Looking at moving to the Pick Your Line Extreme for some extra dampness and charge a little more. 170 pounds, 10.5 boot, 6 feet tall. Go 57 or 59 with the Pick Your Line Extreme. I mean, I'd probably go with the 59 to give you, because you just said you want to charge a little more and you want extra dampness.
Yeah, I'd go 59.
Yeah. Okay. From Colm Buchanan. If you had a bottle quiver from the 90s that what would you compliment your Zima with? I'm thinking Bud Ice or Pete's Wicked Winter Brew. Red Dog.
That's
Red
still
Dog,
around.
You flip that logo upside down and look at it long enough, and it's what Peter Parker did while in the Spider-Man costume with his girlfriend.
I
wouldn't mind a nice Bartles and James, though.
Remember my dad drank a lot of High Life back in the day.
Yeah, but you can still get High Life.
I know.
That's the thing. Like you know, you gotta get something that nobody else is gonna get. My mom, a ceiling tile fell out of her office ceiling before I got back. 3 little snubby bottles of Schlitz. Almost took her out. She got 12-foot ceilings, man. That's a drop on a 5-foot tall woman. That's 7 feet. That thing's coming down through asbestos.
How'd she die? Schlitz fell on her.
Schlitz fell on her. She got schlitzed. It'd be just my luck. I'd lose both my parents in under 6 months. I'd be like, son of a bitch, I gotta go back and clean the house again. This is fucking bullshit.
Just tell her to wear a helmet if she's doing anything with the ceilings from now on. You never know.
No. They put a new ceiling in. We're good.
Okay.
We're good. We're safe. Everything else is horsehair plaster. If that falls on her, she's just dead.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah. Okay. Oh man, let's see. Scroll on. Oh God. From Francois Seguin, received my first pair of Jones Mercury phase, second pair with the Jones Howler tomorrow, up to 17 boards now. I've added 8 walls to my new place and now running out of space to hang boards. Should I buy a mansion? I need to
Yeah.
become a realtor and then have links that you can click. My commission would be huge. Fuck. That's our new hustle. We're going to become realtors in the off season. Get every state.
Just get a state
We'll
or
sell you a
license.
snowboard and a house.
Do they have OG Four Loco? No, Four Locos.
Four Loco wasn't from Four Loco's less than 15 years old from the
I was gonna
original.
say that was when I was in high school.
Yeah. Mm-mm. So. Ooh. I like this from Beziums. I'll sell Powder Tools my LibTech banana hammock for a last place board. Now there you go. Reverse side cut, reverse camber. Whoa.
That might be good, actually. That would be sweet. Because they would ride it. Those guys actually would be like, I'm taking this out. And you're like, oh God, okay. I'm coming with.
Yeah. This is a question for you from Z Pepin. Are snow surfers usable on groomers? Dying to try this thing out.
No. Unless you've gotten the new Osmo with the extra hull in it that allows you to, or you got the 4D from J-Stone, I would not do it. Like my Osmo will ride flat, but it's the most uncomfortable, sketchiest thing in the world. Like I would not recommend it one bit. Go to your local, sneak onto your local golf course in the winter and go ride it there. That's kind of what they're meant for. But don't take it on like a groomer.
Yeah.
If you got fresh POW, take it out that day. It'll handle some chunder, but it is not good for groomers. It's terrifying.
I like this one from Joby Tapia. When I remodeled one of our bathrooms, I found a can of Schlitz and some goggles behind one wall. Of course, when I rehung the drywall, I left an empty Racer 5 bottle and the goggles for the next one. So when I redid the liquor store, I had to paint it, and I knew we were going to put shelving against the wall. So we took red paint and put handprints and then wrote Red Brum backwards on the wall, and then we hung the shelving on there. So whoever moves those is going to just find like what looks like a murder scene. And then my brother the other day, he was screwing around with one of the houses he was cleaning out for an auction. He pulled up something, one of the floorboards or something, and there was nothing under there, but they had like all these Halloween decorations. So he threw a skeleton down there. Well, good for you. You know, it's always fun to hide shit like that.
Yes.
The walls for people to find. You know, personally, me, any house I live in, if I feel like the family that's going to buy it has children, I'm putting a treasure map in there that makes them be like, you got to tear the wall out. So parents leave and the kid rips a hole through the wall.
My parents did that. They left town for a weekend and they were like, all right, by the time we get back, this whole bathroom better be demolished. And it's like, oh, okay. So me and my buddy just sat there with hammers just breaking apart the bathroom in their house.
And then your dad comes back and you smash the toilet and the sink and the bathtub, right?
No, he was pissed because we didn't do a good enough job. We didn't take out like the staples and everything. He's like, no, you still got 3 hours of work here to do at least. And the one thing was
Was that the equivalent of him being like, hold the flashlight steady?
No, he definitely had that back in the day too. Or he goes, go cut the grass, and never taught me how to cut the grass. So I'd look and be like, there's a long spot, and just like cut across. And I was like, it's done. And like he looks at it and it's just checkerboarded to shit, all messed up. And I remember getting yelled at for that. I was like, you never told me how. I don't know what I'm doing. I just see long grass. I'm gonna go cut it. I don't know. It's all short to me.
It's okay. My dad would set the mower blade so low that the grass would just start on fire.
Yeah, just burn.
I was like, Dad, you got to leave it hard. No, if you cut it lower, it takes longer for it to grow in, and then I don't have to mow it as much. And I was like, or it just turns brown and dies, you dipshit. My dad and I did not have a good relationship when it came to manual labor because I constantly would point out stupid shit that he was doing. I was like, that makes no sense. Like painting the porch for my mom. I'm going to use the roller. Your father always used a brush. Well, he was dumb. And like hour later, I'm done. And I was like, I'm done. She's like, your father would spend 12 hours on this. Well, if he wanted to spend 12 hours on this, that's his call. I wanted to spend 40 minutes.
Yeah, that's the opposite of my dad. Where like one of my first jobs was filling soap for the state fair. My uncle had like a soap stand, and they used to do it by 55-gallon drums. They'd dump them out into like gallon pitchers, and you'd have to sit there and pour it. And when it overfill, you got to wipe it down. My dad had the idea to just drill a hole in the side of the jug, attach a hose to it with a little spout, and you could just pour it straight into the jug from it. And like
Yeah.
to this day, I was talking about with my buddy like last week who did it with me, and I was like, to this day, that was one of the smartest things that I've ever seen him do. Where he's like, no, we're not fucking doing it that way. Does it this way, and like the jug starts like sucking in on itself. He's like, it's just a little pressure. Takes a drill, pokes a hole in it. It's all good to go.
Yeah.
Like maximize the profits. We had so much extra soap at the end because my uncle's like, here's what you need to do. And I'm like, okay. And by the end of it, we had like 40 cases of soap that were like, well, he doesn't expect to have these. So I think my family still has a closet full of soap from doing that. But my dad was very savvy about shit. And I'm pretty sure it's because he's lazy and wants to get it done as fast as possible. But he would
lazy people are the best because they will find the easiest way to get it done right so they never have to do it again.
Well, that he's like, I don't want soap
you do it right.
You
figure it out. You figure out your process. You refine it, and you get easier at it. It's like I'm working on this video on the economics of, or well, I'm writing the thing, but the economics of reviews. And I was just like, one of the criticisms I've always seen is just like, they always feel the exact same. Well, no shit. I'm not making a video for you. I'm making it for the guy that's only going to come here once every 3 years. But in 3 years' time, he comes back. It's still the same template because to him, he's like, oh, this is great. He's just going to watch the review, go, oh, click the link, boom, done. Like it's genius. You figure, I figured out, like, I was looking at Snowboard. I was searching snowboard reviews the other day because there's a bunch of new people doing it. And some of these things are like 35 minutes long. And I was like, who the fuck is watching like a K2 passport review that's 35 minutes long?
Yeah. When you told me that mine were getting up to 10 minutes, I'm like, ooh, that's kind of long. Oh, shit.
Oh, you had one the other day that hit almost 12. And I was like, gee, we got to a little bit. You're getting, I know they're getting long when I go to put the ads on there, and it's like, would you like to put 4 ads in the middle? I was like, 4 ads? How much? Fuck. No, it's like every 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Like, no, so yeah. All right, let's check on our poll. So we have 272 votes on, are you excited about the new clue bindings? 12% of you said yes, heathens. 30% of you said no. 22% of you don't have a clue. And 35% of you said those things sucks. That's too low of a number there, people. I wanted that to be higher. I'm very disappointed in you guys.
Mm-hmm. Blowing it.
Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I do like this one though from our boy Beast. I said yes because I'm excited for the new review. They're $500 and I have to order them from Germany. What's the tariff on that?
Can we get a pro form on those?
Dude, I want to see if they're just going to flag me trying to buy it and deny the sale.
I think they're just going to be happy that somebody bought them.
Sports that sells them because they do list Play It Against Sports as a retailer for them.
Where's the nearest Play It Against Sports? Denver?
No, I think it's like Grand Junction.
No shit. Okay.
Yeah. I don't even think there's a Play It Against Sports in Denver. There might be one down in Castle Rock, maybe.
I can see it at Castle Rock. It's kind of a weird place.
Yeah, Castle Rock. Well, it's not real Castle Rock. It's like one of those little weird towns before Castle Rock that claims it's Castle Rock,
Yep. Yeah.
But Jesus Christ. Those things, fuck. $500. Like, I could buy almost 2 pairs of Katana phases for that.
Yeah, 1.5 or 1 in replacement parts.
Yeah, exactly. Like, Jesus Christ. I could buy some low-end boots and a set of bindings and not have those and not have to look like a gay cowboy. I do, though, when I do the review, I'm going to order those little Croc spurs that you can clip on, and I'm going to click the spurs on. and just
Yes.
video me walking around with them. And then I'm going to put audio to it of the spur sound. So when you walk, you know,
Yeah.
I think it would just be, I'm going to make it over the top. Like, oh my God, who the hell buys that? Like, you look at it and you're like, who thinks that's a quality binding when you look at it? You look at it and you're like, that doesn't look quality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like very, very bad plastics.
Oh my God. Francois TC, there's no pro form. There's a beginner's form, though.
I saw that, and that's what started. It got me laughing.
Oh my God. Is that how you get sponsored by them?
Yeah.
Oh, and we got Devin Best. Guys, I need to feed my addiction. Should I buy a Capita Kevin Jones Black Snowboard to Death or a LibTech Doughboy? Get the Black Snowboard to Death and wall mount it. Click the links. Click the links.
The red board is dope.
You know, so oh my God. From Stealther. They had clue demos at my mountain this year. I felt sorry for those talking to the reps. They're lost souls. Let them die. Those are the people when I'm like, I don't care if you die. Those are the people. Let them go. Like, oh my God. Anyways, guys, I think we're going to get out of here this week. We'll be back next week, which is a wheel week.
Mm-hmm.
So someone could win stuff. And for the guys that won boards last time, TC's just got to bring the labels over tomorrow.
Yep.
And then I'll ship them off. So we got that taken care of. Don't forget, there was a new top 5 this week. It was park boards. Reviews are dropping every day at 10 a.m. Got a few other things going on. We're working on some stuff for you. That's about everything we got going on. So,
thanks, guys.
yep. So we'll see you next week.